Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Pickups. So, as you can see here, I have picked up quite a few new Dreamcast games over the last month or so. Most of them from Amazon, but I've gotten one off eBay and a couple off of my video game trading site, which is goosex.com. But anyway, let's get into the games here. The top one we have here is Chicken Run. Chicken Run is a game based off of the movie of the same name, which came out in 2000. The plot is you're this chicken that finds out that the farm is going out of the egg business and into the chicken pie business. So he actually hatches a plan, no pun intended, to escape the farm with the other chickens. So that's basically the plot of the movie and the game. So it's basically a 3D adventure game. I've actually heard a couple people compare it to Metal Gear Solid because of there's some stealth aspects to it. In the beginning of the game, for example, you're trying to avoid the guard dog outside, which will detect you. You even have a little radar on the screen showing you where the dog is and where you are and everything. So it's kind of interesting. I've only played it briefly so far. At the beginning of the game, you're basically just going around trying to find parts for to put together some scissors so you can cut through the fence. But yeah, that's the first game here, which is Chicken Run. I picked that up for $5.19 on Amazon. And so up next here, we have Red Dog. Red Dog is I guess you'd call it a car combat game. It does have multiplayer for car combat. I have not actually played it yet. Um, I'm not sure exactly where it's based. I guess it's supposed to be based on another planet. That's what I'm guessing anyway, but like I said, I haven't played it yet, so I can't comment too much on it. But it was recommended to me by someone on Dreamcast Talk, which is the forums I go to for Dreamcast games. But yeah, that is the second game I have here, and I picked that up for $8.40 on Amazon. So next up, we have Chu Chu Rocket. Believe it or not, I actually have not played this game yet. Even though this is definitely a prominent game in the Dreamcast library. If you've seen any top lists of Dreamcast games, this will most likely be in it. I actually have played the iToy version of this, believe it or not, on the PlayStation 2. It's in the Sega All-Stars collection for the iToy, but it is actually a completely different game. Basically, in the iToy version, you would wave your hand over some bridges to make them go down, so the mice could go across them and get to the rocket ship, and you obviously want the bridges to go back up so the cats would fall off the edge. But it's completely different in the actual game, where I believe you just manipulate these arrows on the board to tell the mice and the cats where to go, and obviously you want the mice to go into the rocket ship, and the cats obviously don't want to get to the rocket ship. But I have not played it yet. Actually, back in the day, you could actually play this online as well. Unfortunately, the servers are no longer online, so you're stuck with local multiplayer if you want to do multiplayer. Again, that is Chu Chu Rocket. I picked this up brand new on Amazon for $10.99. And so next up here, we have Virtua Athlete 2000. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically a game based off of the Olympics. You got your basic track and field and different events with the, I believe, the javelin throw, disc throw. You also have the, I forget what you call that, the pole jump, whatever you call that, anyway. But yeah, you can now earn the title of the world's greatest athlete. It's an interesting game. Basically, most of the events are just rapid button pressing, so it can actually get quite exhausting, especially the I guess the 500-meter run or something like that. You can see my video of that. I did a first look video on this. But anyway, that's Virtua Athlete 2000. I picked that up for $4.99 on Amazon. Alright, so next up here we have Omicron, the Nomad Soul. And this is an interesting game. It's a sci-fi adventure game, but what's very unique about this game, especially for the time, is it's based in an open world environment, which is quite an achievement for back then. But yeah, you can explore the whole city of Omicron in a bizarre, futuristic 3D action adventure. And also, if you're interested in, if you like David Bowie, this game has a full original soundtrack by David Bowie. But yeah, this says it's an open world game, has some fighting, I guess. I haven't gotten far into it. I did do a first look video on this, and I have not gone very far though. But yeah, it's an interesting game, and that is Omicron. So I picked that up for $8.99 on Amazon. So next up we have Mach X. This I have played quite a bit into, and is actually a very good game. It's a unique game in the fact that it is actually a first-person sword fighting game, which is quite unique. Even today, they don't have many games like that. It even has a unique feature where you can brainjack other characters and take over their bodies and play as those characters. Each of the different characters has their own special attack and strengths and weaknesses. You cannot do that, unfortunately, on the fly. You can't at will take over enemies' bodies. It's just at certain points of the game, usually at the end of the level, they'll give you the option to take over another character. You can actually go to the menu afterwards and you can select who you want to be throughout the game. So it's actually quite interesting, and it's definitely a pretty good game. I picked this up. I actually got a really good deal on this one. This was $4.25 shipped on eBay, and it was brand new. That was probably my best deal out of the bunch. Alright, so on to the next one here. This is Armada. Now this, I'm really looking forward to playing this. I have not played it yet, but it is basically a spaceship shooter, but has RPG elements to it, which is quite cool. You can actually play with up to 4 players locally. Originally this was intended to be an online game, but unfortunately they never got that implemented. They had planned on a sequel that was supposed to have online multiplayer, but it was canceled, unfortunately. But you can play 4-player local, which is awesome. One of the unique features, you can actually, if you have a friend that has this game, they can actually bring their VMU over, and you can they can plug their VMU into the 2nd player, 3rd, or 4th player controller slots, and they can actually load their saved ship into your game, which is really cool. The ships are upgradable in the game. You can add different weapons, I guess. I can't comment too much, obviously, because I haven't played it yet, but yeah, that's Armada. Definitely looking forward to playing that. And I got that for 250 points, or $12.50 on goozex.com. Alright, so last but not least, we have Grandia 2. Grandia 2 is an RPG. Not a whole lot I can say about it, as I have not played this one yet either. But yeah, it's your basic RPG. It is, I don't know, I guess I can read a bit of the back, but that's about all I can say about it. Born of different worlds, woven together by fate, each shall rise to face their destiny. Typical RPG type story. The level of detail paid to every single moment, circumstance, and environment is overwhelming, from the official Dreamcast magazine. But yeah, that's Grandia 2. Not a whole lot I can say about it, like I said, because I haven't played it. But yeah, I got that for 450 points, or 2250 on GoozeX. It's a little more than I would have liked to pay for it, but you got to keep in mind that the points come from trading in games, so basically I traded a bunch of games for this, so it's not too bad when you think about it that way. But anyway, that's about it. Those are all the Dreamcast games I picked up lately. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and also check out my other videos. Thank you.